out before that EVO performance. And, you know, I wasn't able to make it there, but watching him from home was a very proud moment.
So I shouldn't feel bad when you're dropping all this Wikipedia knowledge on KDZ that
Oh,
I don't know.
It's my friend.
Yeah, right.
Very good friend. But, yeah, no, KDZ is doing a good job, and definitely expect to see a lot more of him.
Yep.
This is a real match, though. Deadshot did get the punish on the tentacle strike. We're going to see a lot of full-screen shenanigans. Now, can Aquaman get in? That's the question.
Illusions is a fantastic player. I've seen a lot of his play. I did not know he was playing Deadshot.
Yeah, so we have EYECONIC playing Aquaman. Again, this is a new game. A lot of other fighting game players are rushing to this game because this is where the money's at.
Right.
Tentacle strike into meter burn and trident toss.
A good meter burn roll to get himself away from being pressured back into the corner.
Exactly, and look at all the real estate he bought himself.
Right.
Just that whole stage to just move back and shoot.
Deadshot does have some, you know, is a strong character. When you get him, when you corner him, it can be a problem. I mean, zoners in the corner, obviously, probably not the best place to be.
Yeah, I mean, that's how the game's designed,
Right.
and that's how a lot of fighting games treat their zoners. But Deadshot's not completely useless up close.
No.
He's got a lot of great tools. Down one. He's got the wake-up attack.
Wake up knee is really good, yeah.
So good. And Illusion's just complete control. You have to hold that if you're Aquaman. Aquaman on full bar, 4 bars. What can he do once he does get in? Not really. I feel like he needs to make a decision. He needs to make a read on exactly what Deadshot's going to do, when he's going to start swinging. He's just kind of waiting around.
Right. Well, you know, I think what can happen too is it becomes, you know, this match right now is it's going to be really difficult. Obviously, well, there it goes. But like, he can be so overwhelming. And it's like taking yourself back and taking a breather and being like, what am I doing? It's tough to do in the moment. I mean,
oh yeah, yeah. And then when you do make that mistake against Deadshot, if he's got the right trait loaded up, he can just ruin all that progress, pushing you so far back away from him and just getting completely gone and decimating like any attempt that you made at just inching and inching and inching towards him.
Absolutely.
Oh, are we going to have a character switch? Maybe he wants someone that can deal with, that has more of a full screen presence. You know, like Batman with his trait, Supergirl with her teleport. Here we go, Batman. Batman's trait, the amazing thing about Batman's trait is that he can apply offense without really putting himself in danger.
Yeah, and you know this. You're a Batman player.
Definitely a Batman main still. Great first hit from Illusions.
Gotta say, really love the color palette on Batman right now.
Oh yeah,
it's so cool.
Randomized, it worked out perfectly. Yep. We got like a little bit of like the Adam West style.
Yep. You know, and another thing with, you know, Injustice being very, very new, and the Injustice Pro Series starting here at Combo Breaker, is a lot of these new characters people haven't had time to get in there and really learn. So, like we said earlier, like in this situation, picking a new character might be good for you because, like, you know, Deadshot's going to take people some time to kind of figure out. Yeah,
exactly. And Deadshot is the character we see on screen, and the character that we see a lot of people having trouble with.
Yeah. I did. Coach Steve had a really great match against beat a Deadshot at one of the tournaments recently, one of the locals with Gorilla Grodd. So I mean, there are definitely a lot of ways to get to him. You just got to be. I mean, if you're not a patient player, exactly. If you're not a patient player, it's gonna be a problem. Now the green one here takes away meter from your opponent, so he's just
from a successful hit.
Yes, slowly taking away Batman's options from full screen.
The red ones inflict a little bit more damage.
Little DOT action, right? Okay, we're gonna
going straight to player select. Batman's not working out. He's on his last limb, his last character choice. Whoever he picks, he is stuck with for the rest of the set.
Going Aquaman.
Yeah, going Aquaman. Pretty sure he's just out of options.
Yep.
Illusions in complete control.
I mean, Illusions is a
phenomenal.
He's placed a lot of play. Yeah, this is a real tough go for your first tournament match out in rules, probably.
I feel like out of all the players that had a lot of success in MKX, Illusions was the most improved.
Yeah.
In the beginning of MKX, he had a really hard time, really hard footing, and he didn't really make too much of a name for himself in Injustice. And then he just blew up.
Yeah, all of a sudden he's top 80, and you're seeing him all the time.
So even though some of you might not be happy with Deadshot, he's in the hands of a very, very talented player.
You know, it's something that I've always talked about is like, people want to say that, they're spamming, but there's a zoning in a fighting game, like what Deadshot is doing here. There's a skill and a talent for what you're doing in that situation.
Exactly. You have to know when your opponent's going to try to move forward, when your opponent's going to try to jump. A lot of things go into hand.
He does that down. Is that the down one as a trick, where he kind of just tricks it a little bit?
I think so. Yeah.
I think that's just a timing, kind of messing up his timing a little bit.
I think he's trying to get him to think that he did trick shot, so he's going to have more recovery,
right.
And then he catches him with the high shots. Love that jump in too.
Yeah. Oh, might get some. Nope.
Giving him a little check with the butt of his trident. Not sure what Illusions is going for here. He's just kind of trying to see if he can defend against this.
But he's walked himself into the corner.
It is, and Aquaman needs to capitalize here, not let Illusions roll out, meter burn roll out.
Right. Taking a round here would be a real helpful for his psyche, I'm sure. There we go.
Okay.
And he's still in the corner.
Still in the corner, still has the corner position. He's got a great down two, so he can't let him.
Oh, he did it again.
Rolled out. He should have saw that coming.
It's the second time he's done it too, yeah.
You can't meter burn roll for free. You got to use bar.
Right.
So it's a resource.
It was interesting watching Illusions because he was kind of walking himself back earlier. That was
a little unlike him.
You can't really play as passively like that, or you're going to get that position. Nice water shield usage into the Trident rush. EYECONIC can still take this.
He is close. He's getting a little bit closer. Going with the meter burn Trident rush for the extra chip damage and to keep it safe.
Good block on the knee. He's going to watch for a meter burn roll again.
Trades up. I don't think trading is a good idea once your feet leave the ground. Your feet have to be on the ground.
He's going to get a little health back from this.
If he opts to use the meter.
Yep.
And he does. He uses 1 bar for 15%. That is the biggest bang for your buck.
Yep. Smart move only using 1 bar meter.
Yeah, I mean, let's talk Clash fundamentals. So if you have any, if you win by 1 bar, you get 15% health regain or damage dealt, depending on if you were the person who initiated the clash or not the person who initiated the clash.